Wow, it's time for another show full of tips and ideas from the sales growth leadership expert, Dean Akers. Known for his experience in hyper-growing companies and creating cultures for high-performance teams, here's Dean.
Well, welcome to the Sales and Leadership Ninja Show. I'm your head ninja, Dean Akers, and every week I bring you a rant to stimulate your thinking in the realm of sales and leadership. This week's show's out a couple days late. We've been dealing with this pandemic. My shows are normally timeless. In other words, they are not related to the seasons or the date or anything. But this one sort of is today because I know a lot of our folks out there are dealing with this pandemic issue. We'll probably do a couple of shows on it to help you. I'm also, for those that are watching the YouTube videos and stuff, I'm videoing from my new office. I think I've shared with a number of you on the shows that I've joined a company called Ness Health, N-E-S Health. If you want to look it up, I'm the CEO of NessHealth.com. It's a pretty interesting company. Not going to talk about it on the show today much, but a lot of opportunities there. You're going to see me deploy what we've talked about for years in the shows with this company, and our goal with this company is to build this company to a unicorn valuation, which is over $1 billion in valuation. And when you look it up, you're going to see that the energy and all the stuff we deal with is there for this to happen. So, at any rate, today's show: getting the job you want. Getting the job you want. So with this pandemic and unemployment really high and some 30 plus million, 40 million people out of work, it's crazy. There's always people looking for jobs. And I've run into people, both young people, people in middle of their careers and people at the ends of their careers but still want to work, always struggling with getting the job they want. And so today I want to share a strategy that has helped people of all ages and all skills get the job they want at the company they want to work for and make the money they dream of making. Now, when you're watching this or listening to it, you might be skeptic and say, nah, this has got to be crazy. But I'm going to share with you a strategy that always works. Operative word is always. And I could go on for days and share you story after story after story of success of this. But let's go there because it mirrors a lot of stuff we talk about in our selling and our leadership. The whole process to get the job you want starts with intent. It starts with intent. Say to yourself, it starts with intent. So today, I so often hear there aren't any jobs. So when I ask how you've tried to get one, I seem to always get the same answer. Well, I posted on the internet, I put it on Indeed, I've looked at all the sites, I'm with a recruiter, I mailed it to an HR department of a company, I've sent out my resume to everybody, blah, 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 blah. These are the traditional methods. These are the traditional methods. In my world, when you do it with intent, you throw it away. So all the folks that come to me, I rip up their resume. I literally take their resume and rip it up. And it freaks them out. They go, what? You just ripped my resume out. And I had one young person that did this intent thing. And when he was able to reach the CEO, and this is what I'm going to share with you, the CEO even said, will you send me your resume? His answer was, no, I can't send you my resume. I am my resume. The CEO met him, gave him a great job, and there were probably other people waiting to get hired that never even got a look at it. So today you're going to do it. You're going after the job with intent. So how does this work? Well, going after a job with intent means you got to have intention. Let me give you some tips. One is pick the company you want to work for, or the industry you want to work for, and the 2 or 3 companies that would be your best company you'd love to work for. Research them. If you know somebody working there, ask them what it's like. Figure out if that's the company you want to work for. Then when you know it's the company you want to work for, do research on them. Find out who the CEO is or the owner or the principal in the company for sure. Find out stuff about it so you can ask questions and stuff if you get the opportunity. Then while you're doing this, do these couple things, and you should do this no matter what. Every person I ask, have you got a job, or they're looking for a job, I say, could you hand me a business card? And they go, well, I don't have one. Get online, go to GotPrint or Vistaprint or any one of those sites, order a clean looking business card with your name, your phone number, and hopefully your address and everything on it, and have that business card. At the same time, order note cards. And I've shared with you, get note cards with all your contact information on the back so that you're not putting your business card in your note card. Now you're going to have a business card and a note card. Another recommendation, this is a subtlety that'll set you apart from others, and it's so inexpensive, it's unbelievable, and it's with intent, is get a domain name. Don't get some flowery domain name. Try first to get your name, like I own deanacres.com. All my kids have theirnames.com. And get a domain name. Again, then you can get an email program and just have it at dean@deanacres.com, and somebody can email you. Now you look an edge up than everybody else. So now you got your business card, your note card, so you're going to mail handwritten notes, and now you've got a domain name with an email that's not bill123@gmail.com, which just puts you in the pack with everybody else. So here's where the magic takes place. You pick the company. Now you go to the company, you walk in, literally walk in. Now I know with the pandemic this is a little bit different, but I would do it with the same levels of intent. And companies are open again, and when you walk in, don't ask for a job. Walk in and introduce yourself to the receptionist or the guard and ask their name. And when you ask their name, say, hey, how long have you been with this company? And they'll go, well, I've been here 2 years, 2 months, however long. If a guard or receptionist has been there longer than 6 months, what do you know about them? Well, I'm going to tell you what you know. They know everything. So you want to get the first and last name. Then they're going to ask you why you're here and who are you here to see. Now you say, I'm here to see Mary Smith or whoever, Bill Johnson, whoever the CEO or the principal of the company is. And they're going to ask you, like, why are you wanting to see them? Do you have an appointment? I don't have an appointment, but this is the company I'm going to work for. Not I want to work for. Do you have any job opening? This is the company I'm going to work for, and I want to introduce myself to him or her. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. Now, you know the first and last name. In this time, you've picked up a couple personal things. How long you've been in the town? How long have you see a picture on their desk of kids? Are those your kids? Just real quickly, all within seconds, you learn about them. They're going to pick the phone up. They're going to call. And then possibly there's going to be a receptionist that comes down, and she's going to say something like, can I help you? And you're going to go, hi. Introduce yourself to her or him, and that's the CEO or the principal's right hand, and you're going to find her or his full name, and you're just going to introduce and say, hey, I just want to introduce myself to them because this is a company I'm going to work for. And they're going to think you're crazy again. So here's where the magic and how intent works. You're probably not going to meet the CEO, but you'd be shocked at how many times you were. In fact, I'll tell you a funny story here in a moment. I actually had one of my guys do this, and he was a skeptic. So we got the cards, we had the note cards. He went out to the company he wanted to work for. I said, get in your car and go see him now. He went out, and I texted him, and I go, you're going to rock it. And he was all nervous. And this was a 6-figure job he wanted to get with a company he didn't even know if they were hiring, but it was a company he wanted to work for. He went in, and he followed the procedure. But I texted him, I said, you're going to rock it. And then I texted him a little bit later, said, let me know how it went. And an hour later, I get a text back, and this was like a Wednesday morning that we had breakfast. The text back said, I start Monday. Yeah, you can't make that up. I start Monday. He got a 6-figure job with a company without a resume and starting on Monday by looking for a job with intent. So then the magic comes. Now the CEO or owner won't meet with you. You've met with the receptionist, and you've met with the CEO or the person that came out to talk to you. Now you take your note card, and you write Dear Mr. Smith or Miss Smith, whoever the CEO is, it's so nice to have met Jill and Jane or whoever the people are. That's why I know this is the company I'm going to work for, because quality people like that look forward to working for you. Dean. Bam. Then you write a card to Jane. Jane, it was so nice to meet you today. I know that you working with Mr. Smith or whatever, you're a great person. I look forward to working with you when I join the company. Bam. Then you write one to the guard or the receptionist and say, Mary, it was so nice to meet you today. I look forward to working for the company or looking when we start working together. Thank you. So far, knock on wood, I've had 100% success. Somebody calls them and says, you have a job. No resume, no job application. Now they fill a job application, have to get the job. So what happens is, this is magic. It is getting a job with intent. So re-listen to this or re-watch it if you're unemployed today, if the pandemic's getting you. Pick the company you want to work for. Don't look for a job. Pick the job in the career you want to work for. And then go get that job and get it with intent. So thanks for tuning in each week. I know we're on a different venue today with my new office. I'm going to get it. We actually have a studio here, so I'm going to set up in there. But I want to thank everybody for all the emails you send me at help@adjunctco.com. I love that we help people every week. And again, with the pandemic and stuff, I really want you to go out there and get the job you want. No, by the way, if you're in a job you don't like, you can do the same thing also. Getting the job you want starts with intent. See all of you next week and talk to you all next week. Have a great week.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Subscribe today to our podcast and send questions or thoughts to help@deanacres.com. Also, visit us at www.deanacres.com to listen to prior shows and view helpful videos. Also, great tips to download. Thanks again. See you next week.